right, thank you, Garby, for showing the incredible Crash Test Dummies. Not an easy game by any means, but yeah, LGN stuff, always good times no matter what. Good job done there. And yeah, it is time for something very special indeed. As you can see, it's WarioWare Smooth Moves. It will be on the Wii, but we also will have a webcam, and MyOhMyke will show, well, this game in all its glory. There's going to be a few technical issues to be sorted out, so as soon as we have got that taken care of, we will get back to you very soon. Right, I'm receiving word that MyOhMyke is indeed ready for WarioWare, so enjoy that. This is also the end of my hosting shift, and I will carry it over to Mr. Torture, who will lead you through the next couple of hours. So enjoy, and yeah, once again, enjoy those smooth moves in WarioWare, and have a good time.
I didn't realize there was a zipper up here. Ha! And I said all that live. Alright, so I need to get this run started and then I can talk about it a little more. Unfortunately, I'm standing here and my split button is over there. So I'm gonna get started here in just a second. This is the screen I need to start on. 5, 4, actually, I'm just gonna come over here and hit the button. So, your first question is probably, what the heck am I doing dressed up like this big old blueberry? If y'all been talking about this costume, you're probably wondering, why isn't he dressed up like Wario? And that's a fair question. But if you stick around to the end of the run, I promise the costume will make sense at the end. This is also a very console reset heavy speed run. I want to be sprinting over there to hit the reset key on my Wii in order to skip quite a few cutscenes throughout the run. We know who everybody is. I don't need to beat them every single time I play. But if you're not familiar with WarioWare Smooth Moves or the WarioWare series in general, the WarioWare series of games give you very fast-paced, high-action series of micro games. They call them micro games for you to play through. And you can see all these things are very, very, very short and micro games. We're doing a lot of different things with the motion controls on our Wiimote. Shaving, fishing, barrel rolls, hopefully flying later. We'll do all sorts of different things. But right now, at the start of the game, we only know one pose, one form, with our form baton, and that's the remote control. So it's going to be very fast-paced, same actions or similar actions every time. But as we go through, we're going to learn different poses with our Wiimote. Get out of here. A little off. That's okay, as long as it's not a boss stage. If I fail it, it lets you move to the next level, which is nice. There are a couple of micro games I'm going to fail on purpose for time-saving purposes. And I need to reset the end of the stage, so I'll be right back. Split. I can reset through the Wiimote, you know, home key, hit reset. It does work like that, but then I have to aim. It tends to be just a little slower. So I just reach over and hit the button. Most of the time I know when it's coming, so I can just kind of get into place.
Touchdown!
We're going to be skipping a lot of the character intros as well. The cutscenes... Oh, hold on. I'm about to knock my microphone over. The number and which cutscenes you skip depends heavily on how well your Wii can load the
Touchdown!
game. See, this is a very high action speedrun. I do not have a fancy setup like, say, Just Dance. People who stream Just Dance regularly have a nice setup for plenty of room, microphone. They don't need to plug in their headphones. I ain't got that. We're not that fancy yet. I was not expecting to have a separate spot in the layout for the webcam, to be honest. So, this is pretty high tech for me right now. Here's our first new pose.
The umbrella. Hold the form baton vertically, thumb resting lightly on the button. Through this dance, you channel the quiet dignity of a circus clown in the midst of a thunderstorm.
Let's go!
So I'm supposed to go like this. It's very important in many games that you actually stick to the poses. It's just fun to do anyway. It's something you can just, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But other games you really do need to
Turn the form baton sideways and grasp the ends firmly in both hands. Like riding a bicycle, perfecting this dance requires grace, steadiness, and tight shorts.
Yeah, I don't like talking over the pose announcer. He's very safe.
You can do it! Yay!
See, I was too busy dancing. I forgot to do the umbrella.
Go Diamond City! Let's go! Let's go! Yay! Yay!
So the first time you see all of these micro games, you're playing them on the lowest difficulty setting. There are two things that affect how hard the game is. One is the difficulty level of the micro game. All micro games have 3 levels of difficulty. The other one is speed. As you see, as we go through further and further into an individual stage, the speed of the game will pick up as well. But for second boss battle here, we are guiding everybody to the changing room that matches their bathing suit. This is a bad one to fail. You lose a lot of time if you happen to fail it. But it's on level 1 difficulty, so it's not too tricksy.
Go Diamond City!
Split. Oh, this game is plenty weird. Hiya! Alright, so Cotton Anna's cutscene is too short to bother skipping. So just let it play out. I'm trying to fiddle with the green screen a little bit, but surprisingly, standing next to it kind of causes shadows on it and throws it off a little bit.
Yahoo!
Surprise, surprise. Hiya!
Stealthy
new
The
poses.
sketch artist. Hold the form baton as you would a pencil during a pop quiz, delicately but defiantly. Mastery of this move can change a pop quizzee into a pop quizzer.
It's not easy keeping a grip on this. Oh no. Okay. I thought I was just gonna fly right off the screen for a second.
The chauffeur. Turn the form baton sideways and wrap your hands around both ends. As the form baton turns, so too do the earth and all upon it, from liver to liverymen.
Ah, wow, that was sloppy. A little sloppy. I think we learned one more pose here. No, it's the one I'm thinking of is... Oh, no, here it is.
The
Those
samurai. With your left hand, hold the form baton close to your right hip, like a hungry samurai defending his lunch.
I'm gonna
Close
try
your
very
eyes
hard not to
and await
smack
your
the
enemy's
microphone.
attack.
I'm gonna try. See how it goes. Oh shoot! I forgot to do the pose. See, that's what happens. You get punished if you don't do the pose. I just knocked my headphones loose. I'll have to fix those a little later. Boss stage. Alright, so the third boss stage, we use the chauffeur pose and we're driving, just as you would as a chauffeur. You can cut through the grass here, that does not cost you any speed. The A and B buttons also honk your horn, which you can use to scare animals out of the way. But you want to try and take a racing line as much as you can. The car is a little bit wider than you might think it is, so I'm gonna play a little safe here. Because this is another micro game. It's a big time loss. If you fail it, move out the way!
Alright.
Katana!
I still gotta fix my headphones. Start. Told you, man, there's a lot of moving around in this game. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it this run. I could use the home key to reset my console, but it tends to be about 2 seconds slower per reset to do it that way. Whether that's because I have to aim or just internally it works a little different, I don't know, but... Let's see. I can't fix my headphones with this stuff on my fingers. I got no grip. Whoa. There we go. I have no traction whatsoever in this suit. Gripping the Wiimote's tough. Gripping the headphone
The
cable's
tug of
tough.
war.
I'm
With the
sliding
forward
around.
thumb pointing forward. Hold it firmly with both hands just above the navel. This stance calls to mind the epic struggle between heads and tails.
So this level as a whole can be a little bit frustrating. Not from an RNG standpoint, not even from like a microgame standpoint. I'm not really sure what you'd categorize it as. But this stage has a lot of microgames and a lot of poses that tend to
The waiter.
like the way I'll wait because I want to talk over this guy.
Place the form baton in your palm, tip forward and buttons facing up. See yourself serving a group of socialites. Such grace, they cry. Such style, such hors d'oeuvres.
There are a lot of poses in this stage, like the waiter, that for whatever reason, your sensor bar will just lose track of your Wiimote. And it'll just disconnect and you won't be able to actually control. There are also games here that tend to jostle your, see, like that. There are also games here that tend to jostle your batteries around. You know, if you swing the Wiimote around a little bit, you can disconnect batteries by accident. And it's not really RNG, it's just kind of a hardware issue.
The elephant.
This is my
Point the form
favorite
baton
pose.
forward, with the end lightly touching your nose. Just as the mighty elephant uses its trunk to gorge on peanuts, so too will your new nose sustain you.
I'm trying to get this green screen. I'm gonna give up on it. More elephant. Alright, so for that one, that's one of the ones I'm gonna take burn a life on. It's a true false question. It's a yes no question. You have to either nod your head yes if it's true, or wait like 5 seconds if it's false. So I'm just gonna use one of my lives on it and just answer yes regardless of what the question is. It's just faster that way. And you can see the hand is blinking because the sensor ball can't find my Wiimote. I might be pointing it a bit too far down. It's very finicky, but it worked to my favor there because I didn't drop anything. I had a hard time finding the reset button there. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh yeah.
All right, Jimmy. Oh, nope. This one we watch. So Jimmy T is a DJ. He owns a nightclub, or he performs at a nightclub at least, and he loves cats. But being a DJ, what he is going to do is remix all the poses and all the micro games we played up to this point in the run. And it's gonna bump up the difficulty, put the speed up a little bit, and put them all into the same stage here. So anything we've seen up to this point, we might see again here. He's so cute. The panda's so cute when he's falling over. Grab it. I knew better. Boogie. I hesitated in everything and still right over my face. So the game being remixed for the boss stage is that driving game we just played. I don't know what I was looking at, but I was not looking at the road. For a second, I thought I saw a shortcut through the trees. And obviously, if that was actually there, we'd be using it already. I got completely distracted by this gap between the trees.
Okay, smooth.
Alright, so this is going to take us to Ashley's stage. There are a couple of resets between here and there. But this is by far the most RNG heavy stage in the speedrun. For a couple of reasons. Whoops, there we go.
Diabolical.
Diabolical. The first is a micro game where you have to pick up the card. It shows you a card, puts them all face down, and then it rotates through them one by one, and you have to pick up the correct card. And the RNG element there is, if the card you need is the last one in the list, you gotta sit there and wait.
Diabolical.
The other RNG element is the boss stage in Ashley's. You're at a burger shop, you're ordering a hamburger, and you have to sit there and wait for your burger to be finished, and you pull it off the table. The problem is, the hamburgers there are not normal hamburgers, and they can sometimes be very, very tall.
Hocus pocus.
The thumb wrestler. Hold the baton vertically and rest your thumb on the top of it. The noblest of athletes, the thumb wrestler endures years of training before mastering this pose.
Oh, I cleaned it up. Look at that.
Wicked.
Yeah, do I need to make an obligatory, this is actually a good game message? This is a good game. It really is a good game. It's a lot of fun. Especially with friends.
The discard.
And maybe
Place
a little
the
bit of a
form
little
baton
beverage.
face down on a stable surface, like an unwanted,
But
still treasured playing card.
I'm interrupting.
Do not touch the form baton again until the proper time.
People think it's generally regarded as the weakest one in the series, which I wholly
That's right.
disagree with. But I'm also not a very good dancer, and that's going to be an issue later as well. So good game, big bad speedrunner. What is this? What is this? That? What is that?
That's right.
Okay.
The big cheese. With the form
Suck it in
baton
here.
at your hip, force your chest and hips forward. This dance honors the CEO, unsung hero standing proud on the backs of his employees.
Oh, okay.
Wicked.
So, for thumb wrestlers, it very, very specifically points out, put the thumb over the top of the sensor. No, yes.
Diabolical.
And for shake and spray, you have to have your thumb there, so you can let go of it and let all the spray out. Otherwise, you're just gonna fail it over and over again. Here we go.
About time.
Anytime Big Cheese comes up, it's gonna be some kind of action game. You're gonna be moving your butt. Hocus pocus. Except for this one.
Bro!
Diabolical.
That one's kind of low impact.
That's right.
Alright, so this is the cheeseburger order I was talking about.
Welcome.
Don't zoom out. If that camera zooms out, we're in trouble. Yes. So that was a very short hamburger. That was a good hamburger. That was a good hamburger. Because the hamburger, I mean, when I say they get tall, I'm talking about the camera will zoom out to make room, then it'll zoom out again to make room, and then it'll zoom out again to make... They get big. Big hamburgers. You're there for a while. So Dribble and Spits is my favorite stage by far in WarioWare. The track is the only track, or this song is the only track that has lyrics to it, a vocalist. Dribble and Spits themselves are pretty fun. They're cabbies, they drive a cab. And the boss stage here is excellent. It's so much fun.
Here we go!
The dumbbell. Turn the form baton sideways and clutch it from below in your left hand. True masters exhibit a firm grip and an exaggerated grimace.
Sun shining through my window. It gleams like
Here we go!
golden and so sweet. You can almost taste it. Driving through Diamond City. I wanna escape the crowds and concrete.
the tip of the form
See?
baton
Good thing I had
forward and hold it atop your head. Letting the form baton fall is like letting a mohawk droop, shameful and forbidden.
Sitting inside my
To be
pocket,
squatting.
I packed up. Here we go. Up my view when I make it up there. And another day fades away, but it's a magic memory, a magic memory, one that I'll keep close to my heart for any long time. Just not what is sweet today.
The janitor. Hold the form baton with both hands, as you would a mop. The left hand represents order, the right, filth. The form baton is the bridge between the two.
Wiggle, wiggle. There's not much to the sweeping one. Go off.
Here we go.
The song is just so happy. Chow time.
Here we go.
Now I think it's the boss stage next. Yeah, 14? Yes. Get through it. It's such sage advice, right? Just get through it, whatever it is. I have to say, Elephant, it's really hard to see the TV. I mean, very, very difficult. All I see are my blue hands. Gotta close one eye. There we go. There it is. How did I save 5 seconds there? I think that's a gold split there. That's a lot of time. I wonder if I don't know if I just goofed up the split in my TV.
I got it!
Yeah, we skipped Penny's intro too. See what we got left. Penny, we got the Volt Brothers. We got 4 stages left, including Penny's.
Yay!
Yay! So much resetting. Man, so if you think these gloves, if you think this is slippery, I've actually got, to go with the Wario mustache and the Wario hat, I've actually got Wario gloves over there,
Yay!
but, that was not gonna happen.
Cake!
I just wouldn't be able to, couldn't feel anything.
The finger food. Holding the back end delicately between 2 fingers, point the form baton forward. The regal French fry remains one of nature's greatest muses.
Cakewalk!
I think I learned here.
The mortar and pestle. Hold the form baton vertically in your left hand and cup it gently in the palm of your right. To crush is also to create, and from squashing comes spice.
Cakewalk.
Hi! I think we learned one. Yeah, we learned the boxer here as well. That micro game is tougher than it looks. If you just go like this, it might not work.
Turn the form baton sideways and hold it firmly from above in your left hand. Let the spirit of the noble sucker punch guide you to victory.
So you want to use small motions on that one. If you go like this, you're going to be in trouble.
Cakewalk. Cakewalk.
Oh god. A mustache. There you go.
It works.
That robot is so cute. We're gonna see him again later on in this stage. He's just so cute. I'm just so happy. Alright, right here. Yeah. He's just so happy to pick up garbage. What's the boss stage here? Sword fight. So it tells us boxer, but maybe more like this. And since this is the easiest difficulty of this boss stage, it's going to give me directions on where to point. Left, left, push, strike. Missed a split. Oh. Alright, this brings us to... I'm gonna let it play out. It's really not the biggest time save in the world. Just skip that cutscene. Maybe it's just so good. But this is also one of those. This one's a lot of fun. We're gonna be seeing a lot of. We're gonna be playing a lot of classic Nintendo games here. You'll see what I mean. See that classic, like retro, like very famous Nintendo games. Nintendo gonna see Pikmin right now. We're not gonna say the Pikmin, but we're gonna see them. Animal Crossing's in the list. We're gonna see Metroid Prime later. A poor mustache. Stay up. It's slightly faster to fail that one. Oh. It's faster to fail this one too, I think. Yes. So we just lost 2 lives back to back. Seems like you really gotta be accurate on the other one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mario Paint. Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna be Mario. Oh no, it's not. Punch out. This should be Metroid Prime, yeah. The worst feeling in the world is missing that barrel. Because Samus will just keep going. She just goes off the screen. And the barrel's just standing here, the music's just playing, and Samus just rolls away. Very sadly. I just gotta hit this block on Rob in this version. Two stages left. Next is going to be Jimmy P's stage. Like his brother Jimmy T, Jimmy P owns a club, is a DJ. Unlike his brother Jimmy T, he's not a big fan of cats. He is a big fan of dogs. Lots of puppers about to be on the screen. Booger. Booger. K9 Crazed. The post-stage, the after-stage cutscene here is super adorable. It's awesome. It's a big, huge dance number with dogs. But it's also like at least a minute long.
Get down.
At least it's very long. Also, just like his brother's stage, he's gonna remix everything he learned in the second half of the game. And put it all into one stage. Wow, I got one by accident. Take it. I had no traction on the hula. Oh lord. Now for squatting, if you really wanted to squat, you could go like this. But why? It's just not fun.
Boogie.
And the reason why would be no traction on the screen, you're gonna fall over, but gotcha! Bring it out! Shake it! Right on! Hey, DJ. No. Shenanigans. Also, since this is the second stage of difficulty, it's not going to give me directions. Andy's going to try to fake me out. Left, 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 left. Push, straight.
Baby.
All right, one stage left. Tiny Wario stage. We are looking good for estimate.
Yeah.
One last console reset. The Tiny Warriors are a regular Wario who somehow magically went through his motorcycle's exhaust system and got split into a bunch of tiny mini Marios. All sorts of evil and shenanigans that we'll have to deal with. Me. We're going to see some old games, but we're going to see some new ones too. A little bit of everything here. That's an interesting place to have a problem. We're just not going to talk about that. Speaking of which, I know that was a joke emote. What actually made me want to speedrun this, I mean, it's my favorite clip on all of Twitch, is when Big John happened to play this, not as a speedrun, just for fun. And if you don't know who Big John is, he's a big guy, not like a big guy like me. He's a lifter. He lifts weights. He's a big guy, big strong guy. And him with those big broad shoulders doing the hula is the best clip on all of. Every time I see it, it cracks me up. But that's what made me want to speedrun it, because it's just so much fun. Like, if you film micro games, you might lose a little time. You don't lose your whole run. You get to keep playing. The micro games themselves are just hilarious. There's nothing even mad at in this speedrun. Gotcha! I think the boss stage is 19 in this one. Whoa! I hadn't seen that one in a while. I forgot what to do for a second. Alright, so I gotta step away from the mic here. But this is what the costume's for right here. You don't want to move. You want to try not to do too much with your knees. You want to try and keep some of this in your butt. Especially here. Oh. Got off beat for a second. Sub 49. I'll take that. Whew. Hey, when you, I got a lot of weight to move around for that one. Got low center grab, you'll put it that way. Whew. But that is it for WarioWare any percent. If you have a nunchuck, there's another stage you can play. For the speed run, it's not required. I'm gonna go get a drink. Thank you very much for inviting me. I hope everybody had fun. Hope everybody has fun with the rest of the event. And I'll see you guys in chat. Come hang out for a little bit.